When you think about balance, you may not think about flexibility. But if our muscles are tight and our joints are stiff, it restricts our body's range of motion. We're more likely to slip or trip, and it's harder to catch ourselves before we fall. That's why we've developed this 10-minute routine to stretch the major muscles that we rely on for balance. Plus, releasing tension with these stretches just makes you feel really good. Try to do some or all of these stretches every day. Sit forward in your chair, lift your chest tall, roll your shoulders back and down. And we'll just start with a big deep breath. Inhale deeply, and then just take your time with the exhale. Your hands can rest by your side or on your lap. We'll just do that one more time. Let's inhale again, and when you exhale, release your right ear to right shoulder. With the breath, lift your face, and then exhale to the other side. Come back to center, and bring your chin to your chest. Lift your chin, look forward. Again, right ear to right shoulder. Relax your shoulders down. Come back to neutral. Chin to chest. Lift your chin. Left ear to left shoulder. Just feel a nice stretch on the right side of your neck, down your shoulder. And back to center. Chin to chest. Return back to center. Let your arms come down by your sides and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Do that a couple more times. With your shoulders down, let your arms come out to the sides. Palms are up, thumbs towards the back of the room, and then just stretch back. Feel a nice stretch along your chest and the front of your shoulders. Let your left hand come down to the chair or your thigh, whatever feels right for you. Right arm comes up, stretch up to the ceiling and down to the floor. And if you feel right, lean over gently to the left. Relax your right shoulder. Come back to center. Return your arms out to the side, this chest opener. And then turn your palms down, bring them down by your sides, and hip hinge means lean forward, keep your spine lengthened. And return back up nice and tall. Arms come out to the sides. Palms are up, thumbs go towards the back of the room. Now think about what's happening in your legs. Press your feet to the floor, press your big toes down, and keep your knees in line with your ankles and your hips. Bring your right hand down, your left hand up. Stretch up towards the ceiling, relax your shoulder, and press down to the floor. And if it's right for your spine, we'll just lean over to the right. I'm anchoring my left hip down into the chair. Come up nice and tall. Open back up to our chest opener. Rotate your palms down and then lean forward halfway, stretching your fingertips towards the back of the room. Come up nice and tall, and let's just do that one more time. Palms up, thumbs stretch back gently. Just breathe naturally. And then release. One arm up, one arm down. And then side lean, pressing your right hip into the chair. Come up tall, chest opener to airplane. Sit up tall, rotate your palms up, thumbs back. Left arm up, right arm down. Relax your shoulder. Anchor, side lean. Come back up nice and tall. Open your arms wide. And then rotate your palms, float them down, hinge forward and reach towards the back of the room. Return up nice and tall. Let your arms come all the way down and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Do that one more time. Nice. Go ahead and put your hands on your thighs. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest And then press your belly button towards your low back and round your low back so that your shoulders come over your hips and you're pressing your low back towards the back of the chair. And then draw your heart up, shoulders back and down, spine lengthened. And let's do that again. Start with a big deep breath, inhale, exhale, round down. I'm gonna let my hands slide out in front of my knees. Inhale to grow tall. So we want to think rounding our spine just to the position that feels right for you. Get a nice stretch through your spine. Nothing should feel strained. Each time we do this, it should feel a little bit better. And then come up nice and tall. Once you've returned to a nice tall position, could you lift your right knee up, hold on underneath. We'll start with a little circle and then just go the other direction. Point your toe, then lift your toe up towards your nose. Point and flex. One more time, point and flex. Straighten out your leg, let your heel come down, chest up nice and tall. Support your weight on your thigh and hinge forward from your hip. Just be careful that you're not pressing your chair back behind you. Good. And then push back up, chest is in a nice tall position. Another option if you'd like, your right arm reaches out. Flex your foot, draw your toes towards your nose. Hinge from your hip, reach out to me, not down. And then move back up to a nice tall position. One more time, hinge forward. And then return tall. This is a moving stretch for our hamstring. If you feel comfortable letting go, both arms out, this will require a little bit more balance. Move in a way that feels right for you. One more time, we're gonna hold this one out there. My palms are facing each other, my thumbs are up. Good. Lift your arms up, bringing your elbows towards your ears. What's right for you? Pause. And then lift your heart tall. Turn your palms to me. Bring your elbows down towards your hips. Stretch your arms out and down. Point your toe, feel a stretch on the top of your foot, and drag your foot back in. Let's do the other side. So lift up your left knee, hold on underneath. We'll start with a little circle. Other direction. Point your toe, and then flex. Move within a pain-free range of motion. One more time. Flex your foot, push your heel out, anchor it to the floor. Lengthen your spine. Support your right hand on your thigh. Lean forward just halfway. Find what's right for you. Just be careful that you don't push the chair back. Left hand can reach out to me. This is a moving stretch. Nice. You might connect with your breathing, maybe an inhale here and an exhale to come out. Good. If you'd like, you can add both arms reaching out. Now think about your right knee. Sometimes mine starts to drift out towards the right side, so I really think about pressing my big toe down just to stay anchored in my foot. Keeps my leg in a better position. So one more time, we're gonna reach out. Stay right here. My palms are facing one another. My thumbs are up towards the ceiling. Lift your arms up. Think about bringing your elbows towards your ears, just what's right for you. Then lift your chest up nice and tall. Turn your palms towards me. Draw your elbows down into your hips. Stretch your arms out, float them down. I'm gonna anchor onto my chair. Point your toe, feel a little stretch on the top of your foot, and then drag that back in. Great. Our next stretch, I'd like you to slide your feet together, knees and feet together. Open your right knee to the side. Press your weight into your left foot. This is a figure 4 stretch. Stay up nice and tall. And then your hand is on your left thigh and we'll hinge forward just halfway. You might feel a slight stretch in the side of your hip, maybe a little bit in your low back, and then come on up. I'm gonna add a progression. If you'd like, you can lift your right foot on top of your left. Just relax your your right hip, and then come forward. And then return chest up. And then the third progression is a big one. So if you would like to try, your foot comes all the way up on your thigh. This is big for me too, and I feel the tightness in my hip. I'm gonna start first by just kind of connecting to my breath and relaxing my knee towards the floor. That's the first thing. And then hold on to your shin, lengthen your spine, and as it's right for you, maybe you hinge forward a little bit. I know for me, I don't get out there very far. My hips, I feel it in this stretch. And it's a progression. It's not something you have to do right away or ever. You choose what's right for you. And then sit up nice and tall. We're gonna cross our knees. You've got a choice to cross at your knees, cross at your ankles, or just squeeze your feet and your knees together. Chest is up, open your arms. So your right leg is crossed over. We're gonna give ourselves a hug with the left arm on top. Elbows are working towards being over one another, but they don't have to be. And another option you have is to bring your palms and your elbows together in front of your heart. So if you'd like to, you can bring the backs of your hands towards one another and cross them. There can be a tendency to round forward, so I want you to lift your chest and then lift your elbows where it's right for you. Draw your shoulders back and down. Take a big breath here. And on the exhale, we'll release and open. Arms come down. Take your right foot, uncross, open. Hands on your thighs, chest tall, and we'll hinge forward. Bring your right shoulder towards the inside of your left knee. Come back to center and up, and then we'll hinge just halfway. Left shoulder towards the inside of your right knee. Come back to center and up. Bring your right foot in, and we just have to repeat that on the left side. So your feet and your knees, they draw towards one another. Anchor your right foot down. Left foot just opens, and I'm gonna snuggle my foot up against the inside of my left shoe. And maybe this is all you wanna do today. That's perfect. Chest up tall. Lean forward. Find a good stretch for you. Anchor into your foot. And with the breath, come up nice and tall. Progression if you want it. Left foot on top of your right. Open your hips. Lean forward. Come up tall. And then that big progression. Foot on top of thigh. Whew, just take a minute to feel this. I have to take a breath. I have to really think about releasing that tension through my hip. And then hold on just gently to your shin. I anchor into the chair. I lengthen my spine. And then a slight, for me it's very slight, lean forward. Use your back muscles to just lengthen your spine. And then return, chest is up. We'll cross, knee over knee, ankle cross, or squeezing your ankles and your knees together. This time I'm gonna cross at my ankles, but I do want you to draw your knees towards one another. Arms open. Your left foot is crossed. We're gonna give ourselves a hug with the right arm on top. Backs of your hands come towards one another. Remember your option to just have your elbows and your palms together. Relax your shoulders, draw them back, lift your elbows up. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. We'll take another deep breath in, and on the exhale, we'll release, open. Here's that chest opener. Arms come down, uncross your legs. Take your left foot out. It's like a V position, hands on thighs. As we lengthen our spine, we'll lean forward from our hip. Keep your spine lengthened. Bring your right shoulder just towards your left knee. Find where it's right for you, a little stretch on the side body. Come back to center, lifted, and then other way. Come back to center. Bring your left leg in. Roll your shoulders back, and let's just finish with one deep breath together. Float your arms up. Relax your shoulders down. Exhale, float your arms out, down.